Okay, we're here. We made it. Oh, Lord. All right, we're trying some stuff. Not on a whim, but kind of on a whim. So this could be a very short-lived experience before reverting to original settings, because I have been futzing around trying to get some of my lagginess fixed, and because I am not savvy, it's been a road and I'm still on it. But I'm trying something else. I was originally just going to revert to my original settings because on Thursday I changed something and I was like, oh, my game is running smoother. This must have been at least an improvement on previous streams where I was struggling. And then I went back to rewatch my VOD and like check the things and realized that it sucked. It was, I mean, like to the point where I'm still thinking about like, should I just delete that from YouTube? Like, because it's in a playlist and like, do I need to keep it? So what I'm going to do before I really get started is test out the settings I changed, because I was like, well, screw it. The previous settings, even though they weren't perfect, were better than what I tried on Thursday. And so I was like, I'll just revert it to what it was and then we'll be fine. Well, I decided to try something else that I have been reticent to mess with because it makes me nervous, and it's a piece of hardware that is outdated. Like, I mean, not badly so, but enough that it's like, oh. But I was like, you know what? What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be worse than the Thursday stream? Probably not. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and just move around a little bit. Okay, the sound is going on. Let's move around because I'm trying to test out like what's going on. Okay, my game is running pretty smooth. And the settings that, ooh, that got really, really high there for a second. Okay. So then, okay, so why is that still pegging out? That shouldn't be pegging out. Well, from what I can see, it's not any worse than my original settings. Now, can I see everything? No. And do I know exactly how to check it while streaming? Also no. So let me turn this volume down in my ears. I'm not talking to you, Merlin. Okay. So I guess we'll just test it and see what happens, you know. If it is a choppy stream today, my apologies. Apparently it was choppy on Thursday, and I couldn't tell. So we'll just go with it for now and see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. And, oop, that is not what I meant to do. Let me, oh, good Lord, woman. Push the right buttons. Okay, so now we need to just do our regular stuff. And our regular stuff is pushing this button, and that's fine. You know what? Do I want to close that? I don't know. Okay. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hello. I'm a practical eccentric, and I am here for Dreamlight Valley because Storybook Vale is coming. It's coming. It's soon. I'm so excited. Like, there was part of me that's like, should I just stream on Wednesday? Because that's when it comes out. But we're not there yet. Maybe Wednesday I'll come home and I'll be like, nope. Or I'll be like, I'm so excited, I gotta start it. But we'll see, right? So anyway, I hope you're doing well today. I am feeling bold, which is why I am testing out something that I have been nervous to test out. So tech stuff, yay. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the quote of the day, because I saw it and I was like, you know what? I like this quote. Ugh, my nose is itchy. Okay, hold on. Apparently I'm going to itch the crap out of my nose. I think I forgot to take my allergy medicine yesterday, and with it being fall and everything happening in the air, it's just like my whole body is in rebellion mode, so yay. Anyway, the quote of the day. The quote of the day is, "Spectacular achievement is always preceded by unspectacular preparation." And that's from Robert H. Schuller. And although the reason I picked this quote is because I am in preparation mode for the expansion pack, the new star path. I'm not necessarily saying that's getting those things and being able to play with those things is a spectacular achievement, but it was more about the unspectacular preparation. Because today is going to be kind of unspectacular preparation. I'm probably going to do scouring. I'm probably going to try and restock my food stores and my resource supplies, because I want to be able to hit the ground running as far as new areas, quests, things like that. Things that are going to be like, hey, go get 20 of these things and 100 of those things and all that kind of stuff. So although it feels unspectacular to do those things, I know that if I do those things in advance, that when we get to Thursday and the new expansion pass and then the star path coming in December, that it'll be just like, yes, I'm so glad I took the time to do all the stuff that, you know, made it possible to just get into all the actual content, as opposed to the grind of gardening and fishing and mining and all of that stuff. And then I also was like, you know, it's also true for everything else, like work stuff, personal stuff, family stuff, like the stuff that you look forward to, the stuff that you are excited about, the end goals of things. A lot of it is preceded by unspectacular preparation. You know, the monotony of repeating a task until the whole project, assignment, activity, there's a word I'm looking for. You know, like a gathering, like the whole thing is done. There's a lot of prep work that seems monotonous, it seems boring, it seems unspectacular, and the results that you get by going through all of the process usually makes the thing better, usually makes it spectacular in whatever level of spectacular it is, whether or not it's, and then I got to just lounge on the couch and watch a movie with my kid, or if it's, we got to go to, you know, a dinner or meet up with family, or, you know, check something off of our goals list at work or whatever, or we get to present the accomplishments in some fashion. You know, it's usually worth all the boring, unspectacular preparation. And so I was like, well, it's still applicable to like bigger things. Just because I'm thinking about the update today doesn't, or the expansion pass today, doesn't mean that it can't apply to other things. And that's part of the reason I tell the stories I tell, because I never know what the quote and what I pick the quote because of the things that are going in my life, wherever those things in my life are, whether or not it's, you know, big picture, professional, family, or if it's just a silly little game that I play to retain my sanity and be cozy. You know, whether or not, however big that application may be, I never know if by talking about it, someone else can look at something going on in their own life, in their own world, in their own, you know, whatever they're doing, and go, you know what, I relate to that, or I could apply that to what I'm going through or what I'm dealing with. So, yeah, you find inspiration, positivity, there's a word for it. My brain is just going to check out all the words today. It's not communal. It's solidarity. That's the word I'm thinking of, or something similar to it, where it's like we're all going through our own crap. And sometimes when you hear somebody talk about what they're going through or how they're trying to look at it positively or whatever, it might help you also go, you know what, I should do that for myself too. So anyway, there we are. We are going to close this out, and I should keep that up probably. Okay. So anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited about this new expansion pass, even more so than the first expansion pass, just because I've had positive experience. The dev team for this game has been pretty consistent as far as, you know, fan service and listening to their community and communicating with their community. And they may not be able to fix all the things all at once, but they do try to at least say, hey, we acknowledge it, or hey, this is coming, or hey, we've listened to you, or whatever. And the first expansion pass was very good. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the content we got out of it, the storylines we got out of it, you know, and the fact that they continue to do free updates and free additional content just makes me want to be like, yeah, that new expansion pass, I trust that it's going to be solid, and I don't mind paying you guys some money. I know people want to gripe about that sometimes, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of stuff going on in the gaming industry where it's just like, wow, that seems like a cash grab, you assholes. But I don't feel like that with this game and with this developer. So if you have the ability to support... Oh, hello. Thank you, Dreams with Jam, for dropping in. I'm just yammering on about my excitement about the new expansion pass that's coming. Yeah, I know that I don't always have the ability to financially support, you know, everything that I agree with or believe in or whatever. But if and when I do, I'm like, I don't mind the fact that I'm spending money on that. You know, and you may not agree, you may not feel the same, or you may be struggling financially and hate the fact that you can't get the thing, and that's fine. I've been there myself. There are lots of things that I would love to be able to afford, and I can't, or I haven't been able to. This year has been a little bit of a turning point where we've had a little bit more financial flexibility, and it's very, very nice. It's a lot to be broke all the time and to feel like you can't have things that you're really excited about. So I get the frustration, but I'm glad that I'm in a position to be able to get the expansion pass when it comes out. So, because there have been lots of times like the Sims, I can't ever afford their new passes or packs. I'm like, well, maybe one day it'll be on sale and I'll get it. And I have to be very strategic about my Sims purchases. And speaking of the Sims, I gave up on the Grim Reaper, event, the limited event. It's running out on the 19th. Everything I've seen online is that I may or may not be able to fix the problem I have with it. And I don't feel like dealing with the stress of trying to, I've tried lots of different fixes for it, and I just don't have the capacity to fight with it. And everything I've read is that some people have it fixed, some people never had a problem with it, and some people are just like, I still can't get it to work, and it doesn't seem like they're going to bother trying to help fix it. So I'm just not going to bother. Sorry. I was looking forward to the rewards, but you know, if it's going to be a fight. Hello, Sizzix. Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to be excited about this game. That's working fine for me. I know lots of people do struggle with things in this game as well. It's not like this game is free of flaws, but I am fortunate enough to not have to fight through most of that. I've had a few hiccup glitches, things, but not anything game breaking or so frustrating that I give up on it, unlike the Sims event. Which sucks because I like The Sims. I started playing it again and I was like, you know, I'm kind of in the mood to start playing The Sims again, but who are we kidding? We have more excitement happening here right now, so The Sims can wait. All right. What do I need on my second monitor just in case? I don't really need the Dreamlight Valley spreadsheet unless we get into cooking, which we might. So I guess we will see about that. All right. who do I want to take around with me? And where do I want to start? I did some gardening earlier. Ugh, and my nose is itchy. So if I'm like sitting here like doing this constantly, it's because, damn. All right. What do I want to do first? I did some gardening. I need more wheat and I need more sugar because I've been trying recipes out a lot. I guess I could look and see if there's any critters today. There's probably not, since I play pretty regularly on Sundays. So there really shouldn't be any critters that I haven't. Ooh, 6 p.m. I'm not going to be playing this tonight. It's probably why I don't have the white crocodile. Not here today. Not here today. These are probably, none of these are probably here today. I want this green cobra so bad. Oh, I can't wait for dragons. Okay, sorry. I keep thinking if I just rub my nose a little bit more that it's gonna fuck off, but it won't. Well, maybe it will. I hear feet. I wonder if my spouse is going to come try and tell me something. All right. So I want to start with scouring here. I also thought about addressing like the stuff that's here, like going out and feeding the sunbirds and feeding the rabbits and feeding the raccoon. Like I thought about just doing that to make a dent in these because you can tell how little I've actually done to try and progress this stuff. And the harvesting stuff is just going to come because I'm going to keep scouring. Dreamlight fruits. Feeding the animals. I probably should make some effort to feed the animals. Gardening is done. Oh, fishing is all done. Very nice. Cooking is all done. Collection is all done. Daily discussions. Not super. Oh yeah, these are the things I didn't get done. I wonder if I could still do them. If I knew what these were. Because I collected a bunch of stuff. But then I never made time to do the related questing for the like limited event thingies that they did. Wow, I've almost got the mining done. That's crazy. How close are we on Eternity Isle stuff? Ooh, not close. Sell gems from Eternity Isle. There's a reason I don't. Sell fish from Eternity Isle. I should probably start in Eternity Isle. Who are we kidding? All right, well. Oh, I should start with Remy because it's going to be the only quest I have to do.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bon appetit, Stitch. Lilith, are you ready for another special delivery order? Today's customer is Stitch. He wants you to bring him some gingerbread houses. Must be a gift for someone. What do you say? Are you up to the challenge? Let's do it. I thought about decorating today too, because there's a lot of decorating I like to do. But the real problem I have is they're gonna start doing those separate biome things where you have like just a blank canvas, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with those things. Like, am I going to move? People were talking about moving villagers to them, so it's like, could I have my villagers just all on those separate little biomes and then deck out the actual Dreamlight Valley, or would I deck out the separate biome canvas things that they're putting out and then leave all the villagers in the actual valley and isle and vale? Aha. I don't know. So I'm kind of torn about going ahead and decorating like I had planned. Oh, I forgot that it was just here. Oh, how many of these do I need? 3. Okay. I thought about doing some decorating inside my house. I've been talking for a long time about doing a library. So I might, if I feel so motivated. But there's so much I could do to prepare. Where's Stitch? There he is. Hey, what's up?
Wow, you are really getting talk to Stitch, please.
He's so cute. Look at him.
Hello.
Ooh, Taka, Lilith. Gingerbread houses are very good. Stitch reads story that say mean old witches who live in trees love gingerbread houses. So Stitch think, if Stitch get many gingerbread houses, Stitch make friends. Oh, we've done this one before. Okay, so mean old lady that lives in a tree. Yeah. Whoever could you mean? I feel like I did the other one first. Follow me and see. Okay. Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, he pisses her off by calling her a mean old lady. Oh, good. I need a gatherer. Aloha. Oh, it's the little blue fur ball. Why are you bothering me? Stitch bring gift. Oh, what a charmless little confection. What is this for? Stitch read in Storybook that mean old witches who live in trees like gingerbread houses. Why, how dare you, you little troll. You not like gift? Oh, you did call her a mean old lady. Get out of my sight before I put Stitch in big pot and eat me? Nagabutifa. Ugh.
Yes, I know.
Yes, she didn't receive that well, but you also called her a mean old lady. Like, I don't think that's very good. Chuta, mean lady so mean. You okay, Stitch? Or that was so rude of her. Or I guess you got the full mean old witch who lives in a tree experience. I feel like I said that before, but I feel like it's appropriate. Now, Stitch only give gifts to nice old witches who live in trees.
Thank you.
How about nice old witches who live in pumpkins? Because I'm sure the fairy godmother would appreciate your gesture. All right. Oh, I just assumed that Remy would be right back over there. Oh, he is, but just not quite in the direction I was going. That's okay. Oh, ah. Hello, mini casita. Hello.
Can I talk to you?
Well, Lilith, how did things go with Stitch? What was he up to with those gingerbread houses? They were for Mother Gothel, or they were for a mean old witch who lives in a tree. I'm going to say that. What? Oh, Mother Gothel. Boy, Stitch sure knows how to pick his enemies. Anyway, thanks for helping with all that. Your skills are getting pretty incredible. Who knows? Yes. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. All right. Here we go. All right. Oh, you know what? I meant to actually take him with me. Come with me.
Hello.
Let's hang out. Because I need a gatherer. And it really doesn't matter which one anymore. Well, I'm hoping this fix actually fixed stuff. I'll find out. But it's definitely improved the way the game is running. So I feel like if I keep kind of fussing with stuff, eventually I will figure out just the right settings. Although I did tell my husband that I'm really looking to try and upgrade at least some of my hardware next year. Because, and it really, I guess, comes down, and I'll probably get advice from the people and do my research first because, well, I don't make unresearched purchases anymore. I mean, unless it's just a basic something. But even the basic some things I'm usually like, okay, what exactly do I need? What features and things do I actually want? And how much am I willing to spend? And sometimes it's like, well, I'm willing to spend a little more, but I'm going to have to wait. But I can ask the people that work at the computer store, too, what their advice would be. Because there's probably 2 different things that I could upgrade. And I don't think I'm going to be able to afford to upgrade both of them. So it really will be which one is further out of date and which one would actually make the biggest impact on improving what I need to improve. So I've got time. But it would be nice if the settings I tweaked today actually improved stuff. Because as much as I'm just like, you know what, I'll just deal with what it is because that's what it is right now. I can't really make things change overnight. it does kind of bother me when I'm just like, oh, I wish this were better and I don't really know how to fix it, and maybe what will fix it is actually spending some money on a new piece of equipment, and I can't really afford to do that right now, especially since, okay, so my 7-year-old has an overhead light and fan combination. Ah, lurkers in the YouTube side of things. Hello, hello. Hope you guys are doing well, and thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Oh, my 7-year-old. He has an overhead fan and light combination, and he's too short to reach the cords. But he has a light switch, so he can turn on and off his stuff. Now, he can't... That means he can't change whether or not his fan and light are going at the same time. Like, he has to have help with, like, if he wants the fan off but the light on, he has to have somebody help it. Well, he decided to try and jump and pull on the cord for the light, and he broke it. So he has no light in his room right now. Excited for the DLC? Exactly. Me too. I can't wait for the new biome stuff. I can't wait for the new critters. I can't wait for the characters. I'm so stoked. I'm glad that I have some level of patience when it comes to content for it, because I have been waiting for Maleficent since the beginning, and I know we have to wait till next summer to get her, but I can wait if she's coming. Like, it's... And Skull Rock. What the hell? What happened to my thing? The grind is real. Exactly. Yeah, I'm kind of torn because it's like there's so much I could work on, but also like, where do I focus? But I think I need to focus on making sure I have supplies for questing and stuff. Okay. So what the hell happened to my little fence over here? I mean, I haven't done, like, extensive work on it, but what the hell? Okay. Alright, so that's like that. And that's one of the reasons I'm torn about decorating in earnest, because I have a lot of plans, or decorating's always the last on my to-do list because I don't feel like I'm very good at it. So it's just like, oh, I've got all these plans to decorate, and then... And then I never make time for it. And it's like, now that they're adding those new kind of blank canvas things, do I really want to take the time to decorate and then have to redecorate? I don't know. Okay. We just gathered some stuff. Do I want to go ahead and garden now? I've got a lot of stuff that's grown. Kind of not. I kind of don't want to do that. Okay, I think I want to go over to Eternity Isle and gather all the stuff from over there and then go drop off the stuff in my house. Okay, Eternity Isle, the docks. And then I think I'm going to focus my resource grinding over here. Gone to some Treasure Island or two. Still grinding my butt off. Island looking good. Nice. Treasure Island? Or do you mean Eternity Isle? Or maybe I'm misunderstanding what you mean at all. It's entirely possible. I have Sunday brain. So, forgive me if I have not understood what you mean by Treasure Island. I am looking forward to being able to, I think if I finally do some decorating, it's going to be where I have my house over here. And I'm still torn, like, maybe I should use a tangle biome canvas thing that they're going to do. I don't know how long it's going to take them to get that going on, because I know they said they're going to kind of roll those out. But I'm so looking forward to like a little fairy forest with the mushrooms and the glowing flowers and all that. I'm just like, I can't wait. And even though I don't feel like I'm great at decorating, like, it could be a fairy forest with my little Tinkerbell style house. And that just makes my heart happy. So Oh, my island's looking good. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I you know, you see all the people online who are really good at, like, you can tell that that's what they do is spend all their time decorating, and I'm like, I am so functional and not pretty in my decorating stuff. Like, I definitely prefer, like, you can tell, like, here I haven't done anything with the layout of my fruit trees and bushes, and it's all about gathering quickly. But I need the stuff. Okay, this is dirt and stuff. The new biomes are awesome, right? Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. And I'm looking forward to having Merida. Anytime I can have sass in my valley, I'm down. Like, I kind of hope Vanellope and Merida have some sassy interactions. And Flynn Rider is another sassy character. I'm looking forward to that. And Hades. I mean, he's villain, but he's still sassy. Like, I'm down. Okay, I need to go to my house. But who else? And Megara. I hope they put Megara in the game. When they put her dress in the premium shop, I was like, please give me Megara. I love her so much. But yes, I can't decide if when we get the mushrooms, if I want to add them here. Because I've got these glowing anemone things, and I've got these glowing flower lights, and then I've got the glowing lily pad flowers. And then if we could have mushrooms here, and then my Tinkerbell house, like, okay. Little flower fairy child that lives inside me is so excited for that. I can't. And then, so I play on Thursday evenings, and so every time I go into this little area at night and all the lights are already on because it's evening, it's just like, makes me happy. I've been tempted to redo this kitchen because I think I did this kitchen when I didn't have very much stuff. So it was like everything kitchen related went in. And then you can tell, like, I didn't have matching counters and cabinets. So it could use some work. I like eclectic, but that definitely looks like I found all this stuff on the side of the road, and that's how I furnished my kitchen. Not that that's a bad thing. I am no shade about that. I don't mind repurposing things that other people trash if they are still functional, good items. Just don't become a hoarder. That's my only advice. Don't become a hoarder. Actually, let me see what I've got going on, because I can go alphabetically. Okay. Almonds. Was I already full on almonds? I'm full enough. But we'll go ahead and round it out. I need to go get some more agave. You can tell I'm really unbalanced as far as agave goes. What was the next one? Apple. I think I was full on apple. Yep. And then blueberry. Oh, I should have my spreadsheet up so I can see. That was something else I was thinking about working on today, was like actual spreadsheet maintenance, because my spreadsheets have gotten way out of hand. Although, considering I just got all my questing done, like caught up 3 days ago, I feel like I'm doing okay. It's okay. All right. How do I make you do? How do I make you do so I can see all the different windows? Okay, this is how I do it. All right, good. Good for me. I need blueberries. All right. Blueberries are fine. Cabbage I don't want to get rid of. Cactiberries. Cherries. And then I'm going to cook some berry salads. And well, I could wait to cook. Okay. Coconuts. Coffee beans. I could wait to cook some stuff for the ravens since I'm not actually over in the valley. And that's fine. So what characters are you looking forward to the most? I know there's a lot of people, like, people have big opinions about the different characters that are getting added. And honestly, I'm just so excited about any of them that I'm just like there are characters I'd love to see, but like, I'm always excited because I've, you know, grown up with Disney my whole life. And so there's going to be characters I'm more excited about, but not necessarily be like, oh, why are they adding that character? Can't really think of any character I feel that way about, honestly. Maybe I'd be like, well, are they really adding that character before another character? But, you know, everybody's opinions of the different movie. And when you were a kid, like, what movies did you watch when you were a kid? They were probably different movies than when I watched when I was a kid. So, of course, I'm going to feel more sentimentally attached to different characters than other people. And actually, what's funny is, although I enjoy having the fairy godmother in here, and Cinderella was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. I remember for 3 months straight, every day after school in 3rd grade, I'd come home and I'd watch Cinderella. But I'm not like, I can't wait for all the Cinderella characters to be in the game. Like, I'm not super excited, even though I did have that phase as a kid. Maybe if we had Gus. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm opening now. Autopilot! Okay, raspberries. That's the other thing I'm looking for. No, I'm not going to do that. We're good. I guessed, and it was right. Good for me. But there are characters I would be more excited about, but not necessarily characters I'm just going to be like, ugh. But to each their own, you know, everyone's got big opinions. And I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing that people get so invested and are excited about it. Do I want to decorate this kitchen right now? Nope, I don't. See, I never want to choose it. Oh, I should have made my salads. Okay. My little cooking pot. I love this little cooking pot, although I don't like the fact that it's placed like this so I can't see myself when I cook, but whatever. All right, berry salads. Oh, apparently I'm really low on gooseberries, but I'm gonna make these anyway. Favorite character is Wally, not crazy about his house. Yeah, I remember people complaining about how ugly it looks with like everything else looking so cute. But I love his decor though, like the bathtub with like the garden growing out of it, and some of the stuff that's like made out of found things. There's like a little shelf that looks like he put it together with just stuff he found. I don't know, I like that kind of stuff. But I get that his house isn't very cute. But I have him and Eve living over here next to each other. And I think it works a little bit better than it does over in the valley. Kind of because it's its own little separate thing. Although, if you thought about the realistically, I don't think he would have been able to, unless they drop shipped his house onto that little island. Like, how would you actually put that there? But you know what? We have the best excuse in this game. Magic. Did you play this game before Eve was introduced? Before, Eternity Isle, Rift in Time, that's the name of the expansion, was introduced. Because if Wally was your favorite, Wally is not necessarily my favorite. It's one of my older son's favorite characters, but listening to him pine for Eve was just like, I'm so sorry that she's not here. But she's here now, so it's fine. Oh, an early access player? Me too. Even Wally live in the desert. Okay, that makes sense. And it, you know, considering how Earth is, that makes total sense. But yes, it was heartbreaking to listen to him pine. And I'm so looking forward to Sally coming. I can't wait for that. Ready. Okay. So I did my gathering. I've dropped off my stuff. I need to blah, blah, blah. I need to do something. I need to sell the rest of the crap that's in my inventory, and then I need to start scouring. So do I want to scour and do all the things at once, or do I want to have like a gatherer first and then a miner second? Probably that. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad I know that I can just hold this button down and just select all. That's so freaking nice. Why are the gooseberries here? Did it use stuff out of my stores and my... Oh well. I'm not going to stress about it. We're just going to let it go. Okay. Oh, I should have dropped off my raw iron, but oh well. Don't care enough. Hope Sally has a cool house. I'm wondering if she's going to live with Jack, though. Like, I feel like they might do that. Which is fine, and also like, well... But they did that, Olaf lives with Kristoff and Anna. And then, like, all of the Lion King characters except for Scar live together. Which I was disappointed with that. Where I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I guess they're all best buds, but like, Timon and Pumbaa can't have their own house. Like, I don't mind Mike and Sully living together. They're roommates in their movie. So, I don't know. Alright. I'm going to start down here. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to actually mine nodes because... but I'm going to mine these because they don't double. So, yeah. And technically, Sally does not live with Jack in the movie. But I could see it being a reasonable assumption that they might live together in the valley. So, although I would appreciate a Sally house, I'm not going to be bummed. I hope her decor is cool. I like the ragdoll, like, stitched together look. So I'm looking forward to that aesthetic.
Oh, wow.
And although Jack has not been pining for Sally, that's not kind of how he is. I'm looking forward to having them get together and like that interaction. What is this? Oh. Can you tell it's been a minute since I've scoured over here? I'm like, how do I get rid of this thing? Again, Sunday brain. My husband and I stayed up way too late last... Well, not way too late, but like late enough that my brain was like, okay, what are we even doing now? Playing Diablo last night, so... Finally got my husband to go shopping for some clothes. He doesn't go shopping regularly, so getting him to go shopping at all is kind of tricky. Oh, I missed that one because... damn it. Oh, well. And he never goes thrift shopping. So I was like, well, I'll take you thrift shopping. And, let's see if we can replace some of the clothes that you're wearing to pieces. Like, please, can we do that? But going shopping for any length of time, unless it's a quick jaunt to pick up like very specific things, is always exhausting to me. I hate shopping. So maybe that's why my brain was so tired last night, earlier than I expected. Flynn and Rapunzel, right? I am looking forward to that as well. I wonder if he's going to try the smolder. Trying to think of who I would like to see Flynn interact with. And, like, predict, like, friendships. I think the first friendship that really got me going was, for the potential of this game, was Ariel and Wally. That first, like, moment between them where you realize that they are both, like, collectors of human stuff. I was like, oh my god. And so now I'm like obsessed with trying to figure out what characters would really get along. Like, I think it might be interesting if Flynn and Gaston got along a little bit, you know, just because they both kind of have that cocky, pretty boy thing going on. And I don't know if they'll butt heads over it or, like, relate. Keep an eye out to support your channel. Oh, thank you. I know, if it keeps going, it's going to be crazy. There's so much potential here. But have a good day, and thanks for coming in. Yeah, I think there's some interesting potential for interactions between Flynn and Gaston. Who else? I think Flynn's gonna annoy Jafar, which I think Flynn will enjoy annoying Jafar. And we got a hint that maybe Aladdin and Jasmine are coming, or one or both, you know, because they showed kind of an object that looked like a clothing item that looked like for each of them. So I'm curious to see if we get both of them. There's also some interesting potential for, like, animal companions. Like, obviously we have, like, Remy, who's a character. But, like, what about the characters that don't really speak? Like, will they ever add Abu? And will he be, like, another companion, like, character that you can befriend and have quests with? Or are they going to do something like they did with Zero, where they just kind of give a skin eventually to the monkey critter? I don't know. Because honestly, I'd really love to have Zero, like an actual Zero, as opposed to a costume for the fox. Although, I don't mind having the costume for the fox, obviously, because I have it. But, like... But yes, I'm interested to see all the directions this game will eventually go, that's for sure. Ah! What are you throwing at me? Oh, Majesty. And cumin. I need cumin pretty desperately, because if you just use, like, the autofill, there's always things that they'll default to, and I don't ever remember to change the spice. And so cumin is the default spice. So I have used up a ton of cumin making recipes.
Woohoo! It's morning already!
Good lord, Vanellope, you were super hyper. I mean, she does come from a game called Sugar Rush, so who are we kidding? She's probably always going to sound hyper. All right. I wonder if I should just take some of these luminescent flowers and just toss them over in that tangle area where my house is. I've been talking about it for a while, and I feel like they would go. And I just want to know what, you know, it will look like. I don't necessarily need them to be in any kind of specific pattern or anything. I just want to see what they look like at night with all the other stuff that glows. Because I think they would look super cute over there. And although they don't really match the biome, I don't think I give a shit. I don't care if they actually match the biome they're in. I want them to match the fairyland glowing aesthetic that I'm looking for. I suppose that's something I could do this week. I probably won't do it today because I don't feel like decorating today, but maybe I should just test out some stuff in preparation for those kind of blank canvas biome thingies. I don't know. I'm feeling wishy-washy about the whole thing. All right, Maui. It's good to know you're so humble. I wonder how Flynn and Maui might interact. I feel like that could be fun. Is this where I want to drop off stuff? No, that's fishing. Sully, you sound so intimidating. Do we still have our Sully? We had a Sully that you could, like, train to scare. Like, he would yell at you and kind of raw at you, and then you were supposed to do it back, and then he would fall over and act scared. It was pretty cute. So that's what I think of every time I hear him practicing scaring. But I don't know if we still have that toy or not. I need to go through more toys before Christmas. I've cleaned out a lot of stuff this year, but my kids still have a lot of stuff. My older kid has trouble getting rid of toys and things. And my little one struggles a little bit, but not as much as his brother does. So there are times where my older son, I can tell he doesn't want it in his room, but he wants to keep something, and the little one will be like, no, I don't want that. So depending on what it is, sometimes I look at my older son and I'm like, your brother doesn't want it. He doesn't want it in his space. So if you're the one who wants to keep it, you're going to have to find a spot for it in your space. And then he'll decide, you know, and make a little bit better choice on some of it. Some of it he keeps and some of it he doesn't. But it's just like, you can't force your brother to keep this little kid toy in his room just because you have sentimental attachment to it. You know, because that's not necessarily fair to him because it's his space. But with the holidays coming, I want to get better about trying to get more stuff out before holidays come. We've been working towards that for a few years now. But decluttering and going through and getting rid of stuff is a challenge just in general. So I meant to have more of it done by now, and we just haven't. I'd like to get to where we're doing it, like, ahead of their birthdays, too. Oh, my back is angry. Probably because I can't decide if the pillow on my back is actually helpful or if it's not. Or if my back is just going to be angry, like, all the time now. Do I want to put that in there? No. Okay. I want to do this, though. I wonder what the new variation of... I feel like they might have showed us in the showcase. The new variation for the night thorns. Because here it's like these... I never remember the name of them. These, like, crystal growth things. I think there's... I feel like the image is almost going to come into my mind of what they showed us. And then it just disappears. Like when you can't remember a word for something and it's like on the tip of your tongue, it's kind of like that, except for it's an image in my head. All right. I really should do some time bending stuff too. That's another thing I don't make time for regularly, is time bending and fishing. Is there a time bending potion? I don't know. There should be. Because the digging potion made a huge difference. And honestly, I haven't taken crafting supplies back to my house for a while, so I need to figure out, like, how much of an impact that made on my stock. Should do that today. Okay. Same thing with fishing. I need to remember to use fishing potions when I'm just fishing to gather stock, so that I can get the more difficult to fish for fish. There was probably a better way to say that, but who are we kidding? I didn't go there. Because brains are weird. And sometimes phrasing is hard. I wonder what I'm going to eat for lunch today. We have some leftover chicken parmesan. So I might have that. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it sounds freaking delicious. Although my husband was really funny because he had made chicken parmesan last week. And he's been trying to perfect some recipes. So he was really excited that he got that recipe really good. And then he made it again on... Was that Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. And he had to use a different breadcrumb because that's what he had purchased, was a different breadcrumb, and he was so disappointed. He's like, didn't turn out right, and this and that and the other, and I'm like, it's okay, like, we've learned from it. And he's like, and it's supposed to be the nicer breadcrumbs, and I'm like, what makes them nicer? And he's like, well, it's the name brand ones. And I'm like, well, obviously they spent their money on marketing then and not their breadcrumbs. So I think that's funny. Besides, you know, budgeting and financial restrictions for, you know, consumables, I always recommend trying the off-brand stuff. And the most, I mean, you'll learn whether or not you like it. Because just because something is name brand doesn't mean it's inherently better. And, you know, some stuff is just as good, if not better, and some stuff is crap, but usually it'll be cheaper to find out if the crap, you know, the off-brand stuff is not to your liking than it is to get the name brand stuff and discover, wow, that's really not great. You know what? Are we, hold on. Are we...
Ugh, I loathe sunshine.
My husband just came in to ask me about lunch, because he's gonna make himself like a chicken patty sandwich, like fried chicken, like a frozen chicken. And he was like, hey, do you want one? And I was like, oh no, I was thinking, well, and then I was like, well, what are you making for dinner? And because sometimes he wants to use leftovers, which is fine. So he's like, well, I was thinking of making, you know, this one thing. And I was like, oh, okay, well, good, because I was thinking about having the chicken parm, and he thought I meant for dinner. And he's like, oh, cool, we'll have leftovers for dinner. And I'm thinking, wait, what? So no, we got it sorted out. But there was a bit of confusion there where it's like, no, I don't want a chicken patty. Yes, you should make yourself a chicken patty. Yes, you should take out frozen chicken breast for dinner. Anyway, so we got it sorted out. Communication is weird. Should I go ahead and feed some capybaras? I probably should be feeding critters. And that's why I carry the cabbage around. Although I don't really need to feed them their favorite things anymore. But yes, he was very disappointed by the name brand breadcrumbs. And my older son... So my older son just turned 14. And we are getting into the teenage eating frenzy that's probably going to be happening, which is great, honestly, although I'm not looking forward to the expense of it. Because it means that he gets really excited about certain meals now. So he really liked the chicken parmesan that my husband made last time. And so he was really excited that he was making it on Friday. And he enjoyed it just the same. But he was giving it all kinds of compliments, and my husband's like griping about the breadcrumbs. And I was like, what Dad means to say is thank you. Although I'm upset about the outcome of it at the moment, or like something like that, you know, like he's disappointed with like the breadcrumbs essentially. And my husband's like, oh yeah, that's fair. All right, thank you. Yes, I'm glad you like it. It's like, but it's funny because I'm not a cook, but I understand that I thought I was perfecting a thing and I was excited about making it because it was so good the first time, and then to have it not turn out as good the second time and just being like upset. I get that. But also, like, you've been waiting for 14 years for your kid to appreciate eating and the meals you make, because, you know, a lot of kids are very, very picky about their food when they're little. And my older son used to eat very lightly. Like, we used to say that he ate like a bird, where it was just like he would pick at his food and he'd be really, really picky about things touching and mixing and flavors and certain things. And he's still picky. But to have him be excited about a meal, it's like, you should enjoy that now that it's actually occurring. Like, I don't know how many comedians talk about, like, all kids are assholes. Like, it's not just your own. Like, they're all like that to some extent. For what, I mean, and not exactly in the same way, but frequently they are. Like, food is very common. Spatial awareness, also a very common problem. Just different things. I remember going to a parent, like I don't think it was a parent-teacher conference. It was something where there were parents there, and hearing one of the dads be like, you know, it's nice to go to these things and see that it's not just my kids. Ugh, I don't want to have to move this whole ass tree just to get this flower out. Because if I move it and it gets rid of some of these bushes, I'm going to be mad. Can I not? You know what? Fuck that flower. I'm not in the mood. I'm not going to move stuff around just to get that one flower out. All right. I kind of want to get rid of these. You know, I usually leave the stuff up around the valley that they have me do for quests, but I kind of get irritated with the sound of that. So I'm just going to get rid of it. I don't need to hear that everywhere I go. Yeah, I need to drop off flowers too. I wish there was a way to get extra flowers from running around like with a companion or something. Like, it would be nice if that counted as like a gathering thing. Especially since they're used for, like, dyes, essentially. Like, when you craft with them, they're used to make the different colors of things. Like, the balloon arches and stuff, they require flowers, and it's very obviously tied to the color palette of the balloon arch. So, I'm glad I did that after I dropped off the flowers. Let me down. Okay, I don't need to cook anything for the cobras. The cobras are just eggs. Ooh, my leg is mad. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Where have I not been? And is there a way to get there from here? Is there a down? No. I have to go around and down. I wonder if it's going to be kind of set up like this. There's going to be 3 biomes, but are they going to have like different segments within each biome like they do for Eternity Isle? That would make sense to me. I feel like that made it trickier for me to learn. Like, I still don't know exactly which... Is this the lagoon? I don't know. It doesn't actually have a name here. Is it part of the lagoon? Is it part of the promenade? I don't know. But I feel like that every time they were like, go to this one specific section, I was like, I don't know where that is. Let me look at the map. I don't know. You know what? You know what I have never looked at? Because I think about it every time I have to switch to my staff. Hourglass. I always think, wouldn't it be nice to be able to switch? Yeah, there's no way to do that in here. I would love to be able to use my mouse wheel to switch between my tools. And I feel like that is pretty common in games, that mechanic. So it'd be really great if they would add that. I don't know what they would do to facilitate that on a controller for like console players, but I don't play this on a console. So they can figure that out for themselves. Did I not scour in here yet? Or is this the stuff that's just spawned? I don't even know. I want more Alice in Wonderland stuff for in here too, because I think that would go really well with the whole like fairy forest thing. Ah! Okay. I want this cinnamon. You're gonna make it hard to get. So again, like the flower. Fuck that. You know, from behind, it almost looks like she's like standing up and holding something to pee. Almost.
Today could be a perfect picnic day.
Brains are weird. And sometimes things don't look like what they are. Yeah, see, he's got a little mushroom. The caterpillar here. So when I get more mushrooms in here, it'll look more like a mushroom forest with him. I know he's just a statue. Okay. How much time have we had? An hour and 15. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I could go over and I could scour the desert. You know, I wonder if Flynn will have a different house than Rapunzel, even though it makes sense for them to live together since they're from two separate expansion packs. Because I was just thinking about the fact that Wally and Eve could have lived together, and that would have made some sense. But... oh, I don't want to go in there. But I wonder if they won't put them together, because technically people could own A Rift in Time and not Storybook Vale. But the vice versa could be true too. They could own Storybook Vale and not A Rift in Time, which means they couldn't necessarily live together just inherently. So that I think will be... but then Sally could live with Jack because they're both from free base game updates. So she might, I mean, either way. I don't think I'll be disappointed either way. Yeah, look at all this amber I got and pebbles I got from using the digging potion. Was I able to drop everything off in here? I was not. Grrr. But that's fine. You know why? Because we're going to empty this crap anyway. Oh. Food it is. Alright. Feel like I need to change my outfit again soon. I had to do that in Diablo last night. I'd had the same kind of outfit on for a while, and I was like, it's time for a clothing change. I have to do it soon. Oh. Be quiet. I don't want to hear it. Yes, Beast, it is nice to see the sunshine. You came to the sunniest place you could. Whoa. Oh, there he is. I was like, I know Remy's doubling stuff, but where the hell is he? So damn tiny. So Sally's gonna be a gardener. Oh, that means I'm gonna have to decide. I'm gonna have to decide what Hades, Flynn, Maleficent, and... Well, Maleficent's a time bender. Or a time... I think that's... That was the first thing I thought the second I said her name. I think it's because she has a staff. It makes me think that that would be appropriate. I think that's why my brain did that immediately. Oh, but there's the new activity too. Right? Because there's that new tool. I hope it's bug catching. Because I know that we're supposed to connect, what are they? Collect those snippets, those like origami insects. But it's like a net, so I can't imagine something else that would be a regular activity in a game like this that wouldn't be bug catching for a tool like that. You know what I mean? And I know people have been asking for it for a while. I see a lot of people, you know, mentioning it like in relation to like in Animal Crossing, and it's like, yeah, I get that, you know. But that's very much a regular activity that could be done like all of the other activities, you know? So, but who knows? I could be completely wrong and they could be making it into something else. Ah! Let me in. Let me hit this. Sometimes these things don't want to highlight. Oh, and that's the other factor for decorating. I keep forgetting about it and then remembering it and getting excited about it, is the fact that they're going to let us turn objects on 16 points instead of 4. So do I really want to start decorating now with the current limitations, or do I want to wait? And I feel like that's almost even more justification for waiting. Because I could put things down now and then completely change how everything is laid out and how it all looks just by that mechanic update that's coming. Well, good. That's even better reasoning than just, I don't wanna. It wasn't just I don't wanna, but that was part of it. I thought about these flowers too. It's kind of hard to tell like how shiny these look in the desert. These glass-like flowers, because the desert itself is so shiny. So I don't know how they would look in the tangle at night. Like, would they look shiny over there? I guess I should test that out too. Maybe I'll just go dump a ton of flowers from the other biomes and then on Thursday look at them. Or whenever I play at night. It probably won't be till Thursday. I don't typically play this game at night when I'm not streaming. I should feed that snake. I saw him over there. Oh, look at that. Gimme. Really don't need to carry it right now, but I picked it up anyway. Is this flower stuck in this tree too? What is with stuff spawning in places I can't get? Oh, at least I was able to pull that out. Because they look, the glass-like flowers do look shiny over here, but is it just because it's so bright from it being the desert and really, like, reflective? I don't know. Okay. We'll go down here, we'll collect more crap, we'll go up to the oasis, and then... Oh, I didn't deal with that snake. I should go up and deal with that snake. I almost forgot I was supposed to be moving when he's hunkered down. Would you please? What the frick? And then he just disappears. Oh, there he is. Hey, you. I have eggs. Can you just sit still? Here, I know you want this, so take it. Good boy. Okay. Question is, do I even want to bother and go back right now and feed that other snake? Not really. What I might do... Well, I don't know. I'm getting hungry. So I'm trying to decide how I want to manage my lunch situation. Oh boy, oh boy. Great day. I'm glad you're happy, even though you sounded like you were mad about it. Like, you sounded happy and mad. Like, you sounded like you were bitching, but also complimenting things. Donald's a complicated character. Complicated, but predictable? I do like that Daisy is also intense. Like, she gets mad too, and it's just like, ah. You guys are intense together. And good for you. Get. Alright, so we'll finish the oasis. We'll go drop off the stuff. We might need to empty... Do I want to empty storage stuff already, or do I want to wait until after I do a round of mining? I might want to... Maybe I'll break it up. Maybe I'll, like, empty the flowers. And then do some mining. And then empty the mining stuff. Maybe. Because I'm sure that's going to be a whole thing all on its own. But what I can do is I can use a mining potion. I had to go make effort to get more Vitalis crystals because I actually blown through the ones that I had. And I couldn't make any more potions because of it. Which is fine. Pro tip, if you run yourself out of Vitalis crystals, make sure that you make a potion for mining Vitalis crystals. Because I was able to get a lot of them. Like, I got 60, I think, or approximately 60 per run. And you only need 20 to make a potion. So yeah, it takes a lot to make the potion, but then, you know, you're still coming out ahead. So it's worth doing. But I only got about 20 Vitalis crystals without the potion. So that was not like, oh, you know, you could use the crystals you get from one run in the mines and make a potion and then go mine other stuff. Or you could use the potion to increase that. I don't know. Maybe that's a duh thing, but I don't think I thought of it the first. I think I just went and mined the Vitalis crystals without any potion because I don't think I had enough to make a potion at that moment. And then I was like, oh, I should really see how much more I get by using a potion. And I was like, oh, well, I need to really remember to do that because otherwise I will be slogging through getting more crystals. Okay. Flowers. Oh. Okay, sorry. It's weird. I need to go drop off flowers. I'm gonna open this thingy. It's probably something I already have. Come on. I wish it would let me sell furniture back to Scrooge. Because I'm sure I already have that bed. And I don't think I'll ever need more than one of them. So it'd be great to sell it back. Because I know I have duplicative furniture that I will only ever need one of them. Did I feed you? I don't think so. Cabbage is cheap and easy, so if I did feed you, it doesn't matter. No, he didn't give me anything, so either I fed him or he just didn't give me anything. This down here wouldn't be a bad place for my home either. I think I didn't choose it because Merlin's already down here. But the waterfall is cute, you know? Oh, I don't want that in there. All right, so inventory. Sort this crap. And break time. Like 40 seconds away from an hour and a half. So that's actually really good. So, stretch, use bathroom, grab a snack, grab a drink, grab a thing, you know, hang out, mosey on. I don't know. I'm being really awkward at the moment, apparently. So anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes after doing all the things I need to do. Well, shoot. I was trying to eat something very quickly. I took my last bite and then started to choke. So, hopefully I won't have like a coughing fit. Just trying to see. There's like, you know how when you get like a little bitty crumb? Hold on. Uh-oh. Damn it. You get stuck at the top of your throat. You know, like where all the little flaps are. That's where I'm at right now. So that's unfortunate. Okay. Come on. I'm trying not to choke to death here live on stream. That's morbid. Okay. It's fine. We're fine. Okay. Oh, you know what I realized? I forgot to switch this over. So hopefully I haven't been missing anything. So I heard somebody griping about that not that long ago. So if you don't know, on YouTube, when you are, I'm trying to think if it's in regular videos. I don't think it's in regular videos. You can change like the sorting of the comments, but like live streaming, if you are streaming or participating in a live stream, your chat defaults to top chat, which means you can't actually see all of the chat that's happening. YouTube will, I don't know what they use to filter the chat, but they default you to top chat. So if you are ever in a live stream or are streaming live yourself and you are in YouTube using the chat, you need to change your chat to live chat. And that way you will make sure to get all of your chat. And I usually do that when I start streaming so that I can make sure that I am not going to miss anything. And I forgot to do that today. But it looks like there wasn't other chat happening, which is fine. But I really try to do that. I found that out a long time ago, joining into live streams and going, can people actually see what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know? Or why are they seem like they're talking to somebody that's not actually talking? And then realize that, oh, it's because your chat settings are not capturing all the chat. He's a time bender. Who am I going to use for mining? Companion tasks. Oh, Jafar is a miner. Oh, I think because of his interest in like gems and shiny stuff, I think I put him as a mining companion. Maybe I thought time bending he would be it would be ill-advised to make him a time bender. Like, that's too much power. You don't need that. All right. Well, maybe I'll go get Jafar then. All right. Where are we going? Come on. There we go. Now my sinuses are all like cranky because of the coughing and almost choking. Yes, I am not in need of counsel, but you can help me out. Oh, and that's what else I need to do. I need mining potions. Mining potions. Potions. Shovel. Pickaxe. Yeah, there isn't one for gathering. What was the other thing I was thinking of? Time bending. There isn't a potion for time bending. That's unfortunate. All right. How many of these do I want to make? How many of these could I make? I'm going to make 5. And we'll be ambitious. And if I don't need 5, then I'll keep them, obviously. All right. Do I want to start up here? Does it matter where I start? I feel like I might lose track of where I'm at. So maybe I'll start over here. That's the other thing about the layout of the isle versus the valley is that it's not as... Like, I don't have a good pattern down for where I go when I do stuff like this. When I mine, when I gather. Because a lot of them have different little entrances, you know, to the different areas. Oh, I just realized I need to change what I can see. How do I do? There, that's how I do. All right. Right. My kid has homework to do when he gets home because he is behind on some stuff. And I told him that when he gets home from my parents' house, that he is not allowed screen time. He has to come home and do work because essentially he's going over to his grandparents' house and he's going to have all kinds of time to relax and hang out and do all of that. And it's like, so because you've already spent time relaxing and watching whatever screen time stuff you get over there, when you get home, it'll be time to get to work. So, and the truth of the matter is that he had time to do the work already and spent the time doing something else. So it may seem harsh to have him come home and immediately get to work, but he's already spent the time screwing around. Like, you chose not to do the work first. You chose to screw around first. So now you have to buckle down because you're... And it's a blessing and a curse to have so much access to the ins and outs of their assignments. Oh, hold on. I need to move something because it's creating this weird flickering on the side. Oh, you know what? I just realized something I might be able to do. Where is it? This pane. I just realized I might be able to change something on my streaming software that might actually relieve some of the stress on some of the hardware. So let me see if I can figure out how to do that. No. Well, maybe I can't. Maybe I can't turn that off. I thought maybe I could. That's something to look into, though. I'll look into that for next time. Okay. All right. Actually, where's my little... If I don't write a note to myself, even if I don't look at the note later, at least writing it down will make my brain maybe remember it better. Okay. Oh. Oh, those are notes from Diablo. I'm like, what the hell is this? 2... Okay. Something else. Brains are weird, y'all. Like, sometimes it's like you think of things randomly and then they turn out to be just the thing you needed. Okay, where are we going next? We're going down here. But yes, I don't think my kid is as much of a procrastinator as I was. And honestly, I don't know how I would cope if my parents got the updates that I get about my kid. Because let's see, 2 weeks ago, I got a message from my kid's teacher saying, hey, I'm concerned about your kid's progress this quarter because they are behind. And then last week I got one saying, your kid's doing really great so far. They're getting all their stuff done. And then I got another one saying, hey, I'm concerned about your kid's progress. I'm like, because it goes from assignments he hadn't done and therefore he's failing because those assignments aren't done, to, hey, your kid got all their stuff turned in and their grades are good, to they do some more grading and then there's some more missing work, so therefore it looks bad again. So it's like a blessing and a curse, because in theory I can help like nudge him when I get those messages like, hey, or tell him, hey, I got a notice saying you're doing really good, keep it up, you know, that kind of thing. But like, you know, we didn't have that growing up. Like, it was report cards. That's when your parents found out how good or bad you were doing. So I don't know how I would have coped, because I was a big procrastinator when I was a kid. I learned from it. I will say that I can deal with like short timelines better, probably because I have experience dealing with procrastination stress. But it is stressful when you get to deadline time and it's like, oh crap, I have a semester's worth of work to do in a week, you know? So it's like a mixed bag. But I don't think he'll be as big of a procrastinator as I am, partially because I get those notifications that are like, hey, you have missing homework. And it's not like right before the semester ends or the quarter ends or whatever. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Parenting is weird. School stuff is weird. Technology makes it weirder. Well, and I keep telling him, like, it's hard because, like, technology is so flexible that every teacher's going to do something different. So you can't just pick one avenue of how to keep up with that stuff and expect it to work for every single teacher and every single class. And, because he does that. He's like, well, I didn't see that. And I'm like, well, it's in this other app. Well, I never look at that app. Well, then you need to figure out, when do you check it every day? Do you check it every week? You know, when do you look at that to make sure that everything is all caught up? And then, of course, the teachers all grade at different times, so you'll get updates at different times. It's not like you get a notification saying your teacher just graded these pieces of homework. It's not like there's a notice on it. Like, we would get physical paper handed back to us for correction and or completion. So it's different having it be in multiple locations depending on which teacher or class it is. But I did tell him, I'm like, this isn't that different from how it used to be, as far as every teacher is going to do things differently, and you need to be able to adapt to different kinds of teachers in the same, you know, schedule. You know, your art teacher is not going to do things the same way as your math teacher or your history teacher or whatever. So, although our methods were different back then, every teacher was different back then too. It's just you have to learn the different systems that exist today, and for each, and how each teacher is going to use them. So, like, it's different, but it's not, because that's how things are, like always. Time keeps going and things are still the same even if they're different. I don't know, that sounds weird to say like that, but if you understand what I mean, then you understand what I mean. Did I already grab this and it already respawned? I don't know. Right, I already grabbed a backup drink, so that's good. I got most of my Halloween stuff taken down yesterday. I got some of it put away, but because, you know, a lot of it's stuck in the ground, there was a lot of mud stuck to the bottoms, so I let it sit outside. I wish it was a little bit more sunny today so that it could all really dry out, so that I can scrape off the dirt before packing it all up and storing it. But that's my big chore after stream today, is packing up the rest of the Halloween stuff. Yes, I am the person that leaves Halloween stuff out this long. Partially because Christmas gets over a month, so Halloween gets over a month for me. Honestly, I'd put it up for 2 months if I could get off my butt sooner. I always dream that I'm going to get it up starting in September, or start working on it starting in September, and then it's almost always October. I get better every year, but I have dreams. I have dreams of improving my process. But I also have learned a lot about accepting who I really am and just coping with the fact that little improvements are better than none. I can't wake up tomorrow and be a different person than I am. I can just, you know, focus on little changes to work towards those goals. And appreciate them. That's the other thing. Instead of, like, wishing they were better already, I can appreciate the improvements I've made. Yep. Did I feed this snake, or is this the one I blew off? I think that might have been the one I blew off. Maybe I can feed him now. Oh, Lord. Oh, you know what I ran out of? I ran out of my freaking potion. Alright, it's okay. We can redo it. I see you. Hello. Take this. And I gotta get laundry done. Wah, wah, wah. What else do I need to do? Oh, I really need to... Found some new shoes for my 7-year-old yesterday. That was really nice. And they are a little bit big, but they fit well enough, and he really likes them, so that's nice. I usually don't like buying stuff like that for the kids without them being present so that they can participate in the process. But my husband and I were like, I don't know if we want to deal with the kids while shopping for clothes and stuff that aren't for them, because it'll just get squirrely. So we left them home yesterday while we went to the thrift shops ourselves. Can I get to you in 2? Yep. Good for me. Not berry salad. Do not give the snake that. That's... I feel like there was something else I wanted to do today. Oh, I know what it is. We have something we need to return to a store, so that's fun. I mean, it should be fairly easy. We have the receipt and we have all the requirements, but it's still just like... Alright. We'll do the rest of this and then go up to the oasis. I fed that snake. Oh, I still feel like I have that little bit of food. It was like a breadcrumb. So it's like super tiny. Right at the back of my throat. It's so annoying. And it's making my sinuses super cranky. Get it. It'd be nice if I was getting shiny variants too. Not really paying attention to the gems I'm picking up. Just trusting. Just trusting the potion to do its thing. I should take one of these potions and go over to the Vitalis mines, though. And get some more Vitalis crystals. Just so I can make sure that I am not shooting myself in the foot for running out of them. Man, for the longest time I had more than I needed, but that's because I wasn't using the potions that much. But fishing and digging with them really sold me. So, if I'm doing this kind of thing anymore, I think that's what I'll do. Is just always make sure I have potions. Oh, and it ran out, but that's okay, because I think that might have been the last node over here. Come on, Jafar. I think the most surprising one was really the digging one, because I didn't really register the fact that like how much more I would get from the actual digging and then the companion like doubling things. It just was a lot. I know I've mentioned it like twice today and then once last time. I even made a short out of it just in case people aren't utilizing it. Like these, most of these, what are these? Oasis glass and sand came from it. I mean, it would take ages to get, oh, and the bones. I don't know if I even had any bones in here. So I got over 200 bones and probably over 200, 300 of each of the glass and the sand from just using the potion. And just one potion. I might have used 2. But even then, that's a significant change to just regular stuff. Alright, get in there. But yeah, let's see how much of this stuff I actually have. Look, shinies. Not a lot, but some. I'll take shinies. 20 shiny garnets, that's nice. I'm sure they're more common than the others, but... Shiny spinel. We got 17 spinels. That's nice. All right. To the docks. Or Ancient's Landing. The docks is a segment of Ancient's Landing, right? Getting that right, right? Right. Pickaxe, potion, mining. Actually, I think there's one down here. Do 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 do. Oh, what? Nope. I went ahead and entered the dream snaps today. Oh, I need to go vote. That's the other way to get moonstones out of that, right? It's moonstones that you get for that? It's something you get for that. Do you get moonstones? Yes, you do. Okay. This is the Hakuna Matata one. Did I enter this? I don't think I did. I'm torn. Those are both cute. I love these wings, though. I think I'll go for this one though. I like the pose with the critter. Those are interesting little plants. I feel like I thought about putting them because they're glowy. I like how it look. I like this little thing back here. I like how bright and colorful this is though. Okay, I'm dickering too long. Just pick one. Just go with your instinct. Go with your instinct. Go with your instinct. This pose, I used this pose today for, there's a Monsters Inc. Employee of the Month. I used that today. How many? Okay, we're doing okay. If nothing else, you should be voting on the Dream Snaps if you can. Because you get moonstones out of it too. Not as many as entering and getting, you know. That's it. All right. Stop. Don't look. Okay. But the current challenge was Monsters Inc. See, and this, oh, I guess I could show my, look at my little CDA outfit. Anyway. Super cute. But I got another 600 moonstones for the last Dream Snaps I entered. I entered it for the Star Path, I think. And so I was like, you know what? I really should just make effort. I already did the Daisy's Boutique Challenge today. Just because if they're going to give you ways to earn currency, whether or not it's real currency or not, it's probably worth doing. So I made time to do that this morning. And voting really doesn't take that long. I mean, it's 50 moonstones, but if you do it every week, what is that? 250, 260 moonstones a year just for, that's not right. 2,600? Am I not mathing right? I'm not mathing right. 2,600. 26 moonstones, 2,600 moonstones a year just for voting on the Dream Snaps. So, because I think it's a weekly thing. I think they do a different Dream Snaps challenge every week. And although I don't want everything that comes to the premium shop, like aesthetically speaking, there's part of me, the collector part of me, that's like, you know, if you just participate in that regularly, you'd probably make enough dream or moonstones to buy a lot of the stuff. There's a big sale happening right now. Like, there's part of me that wants to get the stuff right now that's on sale just because it's on sale, because it's probably the cheapest it's going to be. And then there's another part of me that's like, you don't have enough moonstones for that right now. But if I started participating more in the Dream Snap stuff, I might. And I wouldn't feel so bad about it. Like, what is it? It's here. Like, there are a few things that are really cheap. Like, this Elasticycle is not even on sale, but it's $8.50. I don't want to spend $8.50 on it because I don't really want to have it right now. But if I had been, you know, participating in Dream Snaps, I could have easily just been like, yeah, like this is $800 right now because it's 20% off. You know, this is $680 right now. I don't really think I'll wear this stuff very much. Maybe the jacket. Maybe I'll get these umbrellas for $9.60. Anyway, but like, I keep thinking I should do it, and then I don't do it, and then I'm like, man, you're dumb for not doing that. Like, not to say anybody else who chooses not to do it or forgets to do it is dumb, but like, you know, the whole self-deprecation thing, like, ugh, I'm such a dummy for not just doing that, you know? Did I already go through here? I don't think I went through there. I need to eat again. I just forget. Or I don't feel like dealing with it, you know? Maybe it's a good way to practice decorating, like micro-decorating. I mean, this week's, I even just used a realm because I was like, it was mostly about the clothing. So I just used a realm. And then I kicked myself for not picking a different spot. I was like, I should have been by the coffee machine or by like the employee of the month wall or something. Sometimes if you push them around, if you can, and they haven't, like, they're stuck trying to double your mining or whatever, you can make them pop out their goodies. Pop out your goodies! That doesn't sound right. Show me your goodies, Jafar! Also didn't sound right, but I'm amused, so there we go. Mm-hmm. Is that the last of my potion? Maybe. I'll find out when I get down here. Oh, yeah. You too. Begone. Alright, it was the last of my potions. So. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, well. A waste of a berry salad. I've... I would like to get some more Atlantis stuff. I like the aesthetic. I like the carving patterns and the glowy, you know, characters and things. The letters, whatever their language is. I like that stuff. Architecture. Where is the other node here? Is it over here? It's over there. Yep. Alright, which means I'm going to have a little bit extra mining potion. Do I want to go mine somewhere in particular? Really? That was just coal? That was disappointing. Okay. Maybe I'll work my way back to where I dropped this off. Oh. I'm going to run my potion out, and then I'm going to deal with taking stuff to my house. I should have a decent stockpile of resources. You know, the resources I'm probably going to need to work on the most is plastic. Because I don't know if plastic comes from anywhere but the Ancient's Landing. Jafar? I was trying to make sure he was going to toss them all the way over here. Which he did. Good for me. What the... just materialized. I'm not mad at it, but like, what the hell? I do regularly find stuff that was obviously doubled while doing this kind of stuff that's just been sitting for who knows how long, and it makes me wonder if I'm not seeing everything or it's not actually spawning in. But I've been noticing it more regularly, so I don't know what's up with that. I don't mind it because it's like, ooh, more stuff I didn't realize I had. It's just weird. Oh, so I saw an ad today for something. It's like a... they called it, what, a 4D experience, but it had like props and set stuff that was Nightmare Before Christmas. It's in Hollywood. I was like, really? My kids would so love that. And I was like, I really hope they do something like that here. I bet they won't, but It'd be cool if we could have some stuff like that. Sometimes that kind of stuff comes here, but it's really expensive and I can't afford to do it. But, you know, one day maybe, before my kids are too old to love it. They may not. I think my older child may always be kind of a kid at heart person. Maybe not for like the activities, but like the movies and characters and things, you know.
There were so many nice.
Yes, hello, Elsa. All right. I have run my potion out. I love that the two snow people are here. Elsa and Olaf are both just hanging out in the desert. You guys. Okay. I'm gonna consolidate. Okay, I'm gonna take this stuff. And then I'm going to deposit stuff. And then I'm gonna put gem-like things back in. So maybe I can only make like one trip. Okay. Alright, so what can I take? Does it matter? Are we okay? Do I have enough if I put that kind of stuff in here? Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. Maybe if I put this stuff in here? Oh. Oh! Look at that. Just enough. That's crazy. It's crazy pants. Alright. So now we'll go up to my house and we'll drop off all this stuff and we'll see just how good it looks. How full it is. It'd be nice if there was like a significant increase in some of those gem stock that I've got in there. I kind of want to redo this room too because I definitely went for eclectic on the stuff I had at the moment. Like I really love the tangled stuff. I love that stuff. But I know I've gotten some new things that would go in here and it makes me wonder if I should just strip down the whole room and start from scratch or if I should like do what I usually do, which is just stick everything in here that I really like for the space I'm trying to decorate and then figure out if I can put it anywhere. Like that's kind of what happened to my craft room and why it's so full of stuff. Because I don't get rid of things, I just put more stuff in. So much pretty stuff though. I mean, I know it kind of gets lost in the mix, but I don't care. What I could do is I could make the whole floor, you know, craft room. All right, don't do this to yourself. Okay, blue zircon. And bumblestone. Evergem, that's an E. I think that's C, so this is E. No, this is D. Oh, that means that's emerald, so that's not it. That's Evergem. Garnet. Jade. It's probably this. I almost remember the stuff that goes in here. Oh, because I've been using up my onyx for making those potions. This is not. Yeah. I don't remember what's... Is that ruby? It's probably ruby. None of this stuff goes in here. All right. But I could make the whole floor, and then I could have, like, a room that's just for the painting stuff. Because, I mean, like, this is obviously a painting corner, including this little potion shelf. Although I think I might have some potion shelves I like better than this one now. But this is obviously, like, my painting corner. And then this is obviously my sewing corner. And this is like, well, I think originally I had some books over here, but I think I just put more potion stuff over here because I was like, I liked it better and I wanted to save stuff for the library. But this was like originally like a little reading nook. And then, but I could see like sitting here and working on, like if it was like a real room. And then this is like storage stuff. So this is obviously a sewing table related Cinderella, but like storage cabinets and storage shelves and things like this is like storage. And then this is just like workspace and pretty things to be around. Like I would probably have a chair here if it was like an actual real room, and this would probably be where I would do most of my work if it were my actual craft space. But like I could make a painting room. I could make a sewing room. I don't have to have it all in one room. Copper. Yes. Ooh. Copper is full. I repeat, copper is full. Okay. Nobody cares but me. Copper is full. Now, can I make just copper bars? Do I already have copper bars over here? It's cotton. Copper ore. Do I not have... Wait a second. Yeah, I need to do some stuff. Foraging and crafting. I only have copper. I don't have copper ore. I don't think I ever redid this room, like, in seriousness. I think I did it enough. Okay. That's okay. It just shows me what I need to do. Where are we? That's iron ore. My one little lone piece of iron ore. Or iron ingot. That was what it was. Or copper ingot. That was what I was thinking of. Okay, so then I have quartz. This was red algae. What the hell is this supposed to be? Something I haven't... Oh, it's plastic scrap. That's why there's nothing in here. That's why I need to go fishing. But I could take a fisher person. I probably wouldn't use a potion for that though, right? I should probably just do it straight up, like not... I don't think I have raw iron in here yet. I do not. I have room for zinc. Ooh, that zinc is not looking awesome. And I don't have any more room for stone. Okay, but I do have this copper. And I have a bunch. Oh. That makes me want to save the copper to put in with like the zinc or the tin or something, just so that I have enough when I'm able to start crafting. So I'm going to stick it in here. Because there isn't a copper ingot. It's just the brass and the bronze. Okay then. So let's look at this. All right, so now do I want to deal with... I want to deal with the flowers next, I think. So that's fine. I'll deal with the flowers next. I need to go pick up my crap from over here. Maybe this is what I should spend my mornings on. Oh, I didn't drop off the raw iron. Oh well. That's what I say to that. Okay, that's fine. I could sell the stone. And just get it out of my inventory. Oh! Just scratched my nose. That felt bad. You know, I'm just trying to scratch an itch. I'm not trying to take the top, like, 7 layers of skin off. Aw, oh, so my husband finally saw one of those videos where the kid, they make the costume for the kid where it looks like a person is carrying, like a headless person is carrying around the head. And I was like, you know, our youngest would probably be able to pull that off really well. And he was like, you know, he probably would. And what they usually do, the one that we saw yesterday, and I've seen it before, is they take a backpack and then they take like a form that they would use to like display clothing on a wall, because it's flat on the back, but it's, you know, kind of got the shoulders and torso, and then they put a big dress on it and probably cut a hole and then have like a plate or a bowl or something here, and then that's where the kid's head is, so it looks like a decapitated person is carrying around a kid's head. And it looks super simple to make, which is great for how effective it is. So it made me want to see, like, next Halloween, could we get him to do that? Because I think it might have been 6. I don't remember. There was the first year my oldest did a creepy costume, was like, yes, get into it, son. Like, I'm so excited for that. It'd be fun to get the younger one into it. How did I not sell that? Did I not actually click sell? I'm a dum-dum. It's fine. Oh, you know what I was gonna do though? Before we get too crazy, I was gonna go see about dropping these flowers into the space with my house so I can see how they look at night in a different biome.
When I imagine far off. What is with this neighborhood?
Drop. Whoa. Drop. I'm just gonna drop them all, because fuck it. I probably should have split them, because it's gonna take ages to pick them back up, but you know what? Don't care right now. Oh my god! I mean, I probably should have spread them out.
I'm having so much fun here.
Holy crap. Although if I could just pick up multiples at once, I probably should have spread these out a bit. Alright, fine. I'll pick up some of them. I kind of like the look of them being like this dense though, you know? That was funny though. Like, let's just drop 70 million flowers right here. Okay, I'm gonna drop. So many flowers. Indeed. But you know what? I kind of like it. It kind of reminds me of like the field of poppies from what's that? Not Alice in Wonderland. Wizard of Oz. Like just a sea of flowers. I just want to see what they look like at night. Like, I want to see how they look over here, because I've been trying to get a bunch of glowing, shiny, like almost fairy-like things going on over here. So I just want to see. I'll pick them up later. It'll be fine. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll come over here in the evening and it'll just be like, oh my god, this is so pretty. Because I don't mind maximalizing. That's not how that is phrased. Maximizing, I guess. I was thinking maximalist instead of a minimalist, you know? I don't want to live a maximalist lifestyle, but I'm not bothered by the aesthetic of it. I just don't want to dust all the crap in real life. Yeah, I started registering just how the quantity of those different flowers. There were several that were 20, but there were a few that said 40. So it's a lot. Okay, this is not the floor I need. Ugh, I need to redo this floor. Hodgepodge. All right. Flowers. In. Let's sort. So I can at least group by color. Green. All right. I'm gonna have to go empty my stores over in not Eternity Isle, the Valley. It is pretty, all of them together. It's a flower jungle. Yeah. Agreed. But do I want to live that way all the time? I don't know yet. I do that and have my mushrooms from the new expansion. I don't know. Pink hydrangeas. Okay. And purple. Is that here? Yes. Purple flytrap. I wish there was a way to like boost flower gathering. Because like I only have 90 of the purple flytraps. Oh, what was my next color? Red? Red pitcher plant. This is not where red pitcher plants live. Is it going to be the third box? Nope. Ooh, the nasturtiums. Could you imagine like the nasturtiums in mass like that? Like the red ones? That would definitely be a Field of Poppies look. To live with or without all the flower chaos. Decisions. Exactly. Like, I don't have to pick and live that way forever. I could do it for a while. But I do have to make sure I have room for mushrooms because that is not optional. I hope there's a good variety of them too. I'm so excited about that. As soon as they showed, I was at work listening to the showcase and I didn't get to listen to it live because I was busy working. I was like slightly resentful. But that's fine. But I watched it a little bit later that afternoon and I was just like, yee! You know, I hope nobody sees me clapping like a child for a video game I'm excited about. Ugh. I hope it's not difficult to get that biome unlocked, you know? I want to see this at night. And the glass flowers do look like they will look shiny. I'm curious how shiny at night, though. Because, I mean, if they're made of glass, you would think, like, realistically, they would be shinier in daylight. So I'm really curious. And I did stick some... Did I stick some in these shadows over here? I need to stick some, like, kind of here, I think. Just to see. Because if there's moonlight at night, in theory, they could be shiny. But, like, in the shadow of the tree, even from moonlight, will they still be shiny there? So, if we're going to experiment, we might as well experiment for real. And just go, whoa, not through there.
You are a sight for sore eyes.
Damn anemone. Get out of my way. All right, so let's see if I can get right up against this tree so that when I drop them, they should end up in the shade. Yeah, see, they don't look as shiny even. Well, maybe they do. Hold on. Maybe it's just the backs of them. They look a little shiny, but like where the light is hitting them through the leaves on the trees. So that's an interesting effect. And I appreciate that they've made it varied based on the potential of the light through the trees. I find that interesting. Okay. Experiment underway. Okay. What's next? I've dealt with flowers. I've dealt with stones and gems. So probably the other crafting supplies and herbs are
It's
next.
wonderful how you're helping.
Where do I put those? Oh, I know where I put those. As my brain tries to keep information from me. You will not defeat me, brain. Okay. So many pebbles. I'm not mad about it though.
Ah, what a
I feel like pebbles is one of those things that I'm just like, God, I hope I never need a ton of pebbles. I shouldn't have to worry now. That's what this prep is about, right? Making sure you have all the supplies. So if they're like, I need 250 blah blah blahs, I can just be like, I got you. I got you. Unless it's plastic, and then I'm screwed. I think I just need to go back. No, I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to do it that way. Oh, Lordy be.
Everyone here is so nice.
Speaking of someone who has made me feel paranoid about stockpiling supplies, Minnie Mouse. Okay, so I want to put this and this and this and this. Oh, well, maybe not. Look at all these pearls I got from that digging stuff. Agave. I'm trying to get the food stuffs out and trade it for the not food stuffs. I don't think I'm gonna need sticks. Go ahead and stick you in there. Is that everything? Do I have everything in there that I need in there? I think so. I need to remember to drop off the raw iron. Well, I need to remember to redo my entire storage situation. You know what I could do, decorating wise, since I'm going to hold off on decorating outside my house? I could decorate inside my house, because it all kind of needs a revamp anyway. And the new, like, blank canvas biome things aren't going to affect your house. Those are a separate thing. So, right. Ooh. Oh, I didn't stick my wrought iron in here anymore. I took it out. I took it out and put it near Kristoff's stall. Right. This should all be over here, though. Shouldn't have to do different rooms. That's amber. Look at that. Freaking awesome. Bones. Okay, I want to look at my list. Oh, of course not. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. It's supposed to be something, just don't have any of it. Whatever it is. That's a significant increase on the bones. It's like doubled what I had, so that's good. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, it's bronze ingots. That's what it is. That's why it's completely empty. Ooh, I'm almost full of clay. You know what? I bet if I go over to my, chest near Kristoff's stall, I bet I'll have more than enough clay. And then I might be able to start filling out my bricks. Oasis class. Where are you? Third row. Yes. Pearls. Pearls should also be a big jump. La, nice. Okay. Pebbles. Look at that. Do I need pebbles to make anything else? Sand is over here somewhere, but my spreadsheet is hiding. This is quartz. Okay. I was like, wait. For a minute there, my brain wanted to make it zinc. It's this one. Oh, and scales. I still haven't gotten any scales. Maybe I should look that up and see what gives you scales. All right. Now sand will give me glass, and I don't think I'm full of glass. Sorry, I'm being indecisive about where I am in my list. I do not have a full thing of glass yet. Okay, and then pebbles, I don't think make into anything else. But that's nice because that means I can just sell that shit off and stop buying it from Kristoff. So, it's fishing. Is it kind of like the red algae and plastic then? Is it like fishing, just not bubbles? Or like, not red algae, regular algae. I mean, you can get regular algae out of bubbles too, but you can get it more often consistently from not bubbles. Okay, how much sand do I have? I feel like I just need to make 90 so that I have less than what's in my inventory. Brick. Do I have extra clay? Not in here, but I probably have it in Kristoff's storage chests. In the Oasis? Okay, okay. Cool, thank you. I guess maybe whenever I fish in the Oasis, I never make a point of just fishing the plain water. I'm always trying to catch something when I'm up there. So that would make total sense why I have yet to find any. All right. Do I have anything? I was going to see if there's pebbles make anything, but I really don't think they do. Probably like pathing and stuff. But I don't know if I'm obsessed enough with making pathing. Like, this is pebbles. Golden brick road. I could probably make golden brick road. I have so much freaking gold. I have 925 gold ingots. That's just ridiculous. Considering it's like supposed to be this precious metal, you know. But then something like this, that's so pretty. I don't even know if I'll ever have enough pearls and jade for that. But it's so pretty. Or like this. Yeah, alexandrite and plastic. Or this. Topaz is a little bit easier to get. I guess alexandrite I've come a long way with, but still. It just seems like a lot. Like, I really like how these look, but I don't know if I'm ever going to feel comfortable spending pearls and jade. Maybe if I had a full box, you know? But I like the look of the gravelly, the multicolored gravelly thing. I like that, so. All right. I'm gonna drop off my glass. Did it not use sand from my actual inventory? Did it use sand for my stash? That's rude. Excuse you, game. Or did I not use enough? That's not it. Is it here? Nope, that's softwood. Where the hell is it? Look at your list, woman. All right, it's here. Oh. Okay, so maybe I just wasn't mathing correctly. Probably not. So I have, like, a bunch. How much do I have? I have 273. Okay. So we can make a lot more glass than that. I might have to buy coal again. That's alright. Coal you can still buy in abundance from Kristoff's stall, so that's very nice that they do that. Man, when Kristoff's stall first came out and you could just buy unlimited of whatever he had for sale every day, that was ridiculous. I mean, it was awesome, but it was ridiculous. Okay, it took a little bit, but it didn't prioritize the storage over my actual inventory. Alright, where's glass? Second row. There we go. Alright, my glass is coming along. That's nice. How much time do we have? Ooh, we're running out of time. It's crazy how long this kind of shit takes. Like, you're like, all right, I'm going to make a dent in, you know, gathering stuff and, you know, storing stuff and making things. And then before you know it, like, half your day is gone. Like, ow, that's a lot. All right, did I leave it out here? Or did I leave it in Ancient's Landing? I think I left it in Ancient's Landing. Yep, I did. Oh, I probably should have just sold my crap at Goofy's stall. Oh well.
I bet I'm the first demigod you've met.
Yes, yes, yes. You are the first demigod I've met. Thank you, Maui. Thinking about going to see Red 1. Told my husband that I feel like it might be one of those good... This is not it. I went all the way past where I wanted to go. Okay. It would be a good kind of bridging the gap between the kids will like it and it will be fun for adults. So we might go see that. I decided to sign up for the, like, there's like a Cinemark movie club thing, and you get a free ticket. Well, not a free ticket. You get a ticket every month, and then you get like discounts on concessions and stuff like that. And we hadn't been going to the movies for a long time because it was just too expensive. Like, it had to be something we really wanted to see. And my husband and I, when we first started dating, like, that's what we did, was we either rented movies or went to movies. Like, most of our dating was just like, or we played video games together. Those were the things that we did. And so it's kind of a stark contrast to like what we were doing when we first met. But I like things that... is this where I want to be? This is where I want to be. Are designed to kind of structure budgeting for it. Like, if I had to set aside $15 a month, it's not $15 a month, but $15 a month for going to see a movie like once every quarter or every couple of months or something like that, I may or may not do it as effectively as if I do it using this movie club. So it's nice for me. It may not work for everybody, but I was like, oh, we have a couple of tickets saved up now because we haven't gone since September. So if we go in December, then we'll have 3 tickets and there's 4 of us. So it's kind of like we're, you know, saving up for a night out as a family. So that's nice. And in our area, Cinemark is the cheaper of the main theater options. But I really wish we'd done it a little bit sooner because we've actually gone to see 3 movies in the movie theater this year. My husband and I saw Deadpool and Wolverine, and then the family saw Inside Out 2, and then we saw Beetlejuice. And I was like, man, if we'd signed up for this in like, I don't know, when did Inside Out 2 come out? Because that's the first one we did, was that one. No. If we'd done that, we would have been kind of prepaid. But I signed up for it on Beetlejuice, and it actually made our whole excursion cheaper signing up for it. I saved myself like $7 off that first movie or something like that, because we got the discount, and it waives the fees, like if you buy your tickets online, which we usually do. So yeah, it saved us money off of our first movie using it, so that was really nice. But I told him we might want to go see Red 1 because, you know, we'd essentially only have to pay for 1 ticket because we've prepaid for the other tickets. All right, Majesty, I really should be paying attention to my alphabet. Is it here? My spreadsheet. My food list is really long. It is not. Oh, it's on the other side. What the hell? I feel like I'm being stabbed. Okay. And it's just the paprika then. Everything else I'm keeping in my inventory for now. Oh, is it down here? It is. So, or we could just save it up. That's the other nice thing, is that as long as you're paying monthly on it, then you get to keep your tickets indefinitely. So we could technically save up 5 years worth of tickets and then go see 10 movies or some shit. But, and if you cancel, your tickets last for like 6 more months after you cancel. So that's nice that they don't immediately, like your rewards don't immediately go away. So, but we always get some snacks, even if it's just drinks and a popcorn. And then we always, you know, like we almost always get our tickets online. Just so we don't have to make the trek out to buy the tickets ahead of time. Especially if we're going to see something relatively early. Not that we're those people anymore. We used to be. We used to be midnight release people. We used to be day one people. When we were young and could afford all the things because we didn't have kids or houses or, well, not houses, but, you know, car payments, shit like that. When we were young and carefree and things didn't cost as much as they cost now, although relatively speaking, they probably seemed expensive at the time. Because we probably made less money at the time too, so. Perspective. Alright, don't forget to actually sell things. Sell. Okay. I probably have a ton of pebbles in my... Who is that? Is that Maui?
Works for me.
I heard somebody talking. Oh, it is Maui. Maui and Mulan. I wonder what they talk about.
So magical.
Okay. All right. Where are we at? Oh, good Lord. I think I need to go unload all of my chests over in... the valley. I'm not going to bother with these chests because they're fish and I'm not going to deal with fish today. But it sounds like, now that I know where scales are, thank you, I need to come back here and probably spend some time in the mornings this week fishing in non-bubble waters to get supplies. It would also probably behoove me to deal with the ever-growing problem of storage and spreadsheet management that I keep talking about fixing, and then I never make time for. So I should probably also do that. That's okay. I don't know who, I think my husband's talking on the phone. I was like, man, who is he talking to? He sounds very animated right now. Oh, we're gonna have company in a couple of hours now that I'm thinking about it. That's okay. I thought about having a fire pit tonight too. I didn't realize that my son had reached out to my parents about going, we were gonna do stuff last night, like as a family. And it's fine that we didn't, you know, like I don't mind. My parents can't always take the kids. They used to be able to take them pretty regularly. And then just as time goes on, things get more complicated and timing is more difficult. And that's fine. So, but if there's ever opportunity for them to take my kids, besides enjoying the break that it gives me and my husband, it's just nice that the kids get to go spend time with their grandparents. So... I thought about doing a fire pit Friday night or last night, and then we didn't get to it either of those times. Do I want to start with food? I don't know if I want to start with food. I think I want to start with this crap. How much coal do I have at the moment? Maybe I should look when I go over there. Look at all this crap. Now, did I start stashing like snowballs and stuff up in the Frosted Heights, being lazy, or did I not do that to myself? Did I treat myself right? Or did I screw myself over? The questions of the ages. Who knows? I can't wait for Skull Rock. Okay, every time I'm down here, I have to think about it. Ooh, hello, moonstones. Take those. And I probably should unload the fish. You double that, Jafar? That would be amazing if you could double moonstones for me. No hurry, Moana. Just, come on.
leader for this valley.
Thanks. I probably should deal with the fish over here. But I'm not gonna. I don't really have time for it anyway, because it's almost time to wrap up the stream. So that I can go deal with real things in real life. You know, adulting and things like that. Laundry and putting away decorations and other things. Okay, so that's... Oh! And thank you for the follow on the Twitch side of things. I appreciate it. I need to figure out if there's a way to do sound notifications on the YouTube side of things.
Hey there.
That's more tech stuff that I'm like, I don't know. I keep looking at things and then I'm like, oh, I'm overwhelmed. Goodbye. Let me go do something else. Okay, I did not screw myself over. I'm not going to check everywhere. I just wanted to check a couple places to see if I'd been accidentally sticking things in when I shouldn't. I don't really want to go get the gems at the moment. I'll wait and do those after I do this stuff. Okay. Yeah, sort. Well, maybe I'll put the wrought iron out here until I deal with my storage inside. 86 wrought iron. I do like the look of wrought iron stuff, so I probably should make time to look at that at some point. I almost hate the fact that there are so many little cute little houses now, because every time I come up here, I'm like, ooh, I like this house, and I'm like, oh, but I miss my mushroom house. Ooh, I could put my mushroom house over in Storybook Vale. Okay. It's dumb how excited I am for all that stuff. Like, I love it so much, but I also am like, God damn, you're such a dork. Okay. Let's hope this is bricks. Oh, look at that. Even when you're not paying attention, you can still pay attention. It's amazing. Okay. Do I have room for clay at all? This is not where clay lives. I also want to see if coal is full or not. Okay. How full are you? Actually, that's not too bad, all things considered, because sometimes I blow through coal and I'm like, oh shit. I'm almost out of coal. How did that happen? I do need to scour over here. Look how much dark wood I don't have. And then dry wood. I probably also don't have very much. Oh. Apparently I have plenty. That's perfectly fine then. Probably because you can get dry wood from more than one place. Empty file. Yeah, once the glass is full, then I can make these. It's interesting how some things, you know, like as a chain of creation, like, you know, you get sand and then you have glass and then you have empty vials, and then other things like pebbles, it's just like, no, that's just for paths. It doesn't make anything else. At least not that I am aware of. And as we have already proven multiple times, I'm not aware of a lot of things. That's okay. It's fine. Just wing it. Snowballs. Do I scroll my spreadsheet or do I take a gamble? Well, that's stone. So snow has to come before that. Nope. Full. Okay. Cool. Let's go. All right, so gems and other things like that. Next. I should have made clay into bricks. I can do that here. How many does it take to make? It takes 5 clay to make a brick. And I have 131. Okay. So we'll make 135. Oop. Groovy. Excellent. Now I can fill up all my bricks. So I can feel like a secure hoarder. Gives me great comfort. But because I also work in a library in real life, I am organized. I'm a professional squirrel. So I know how to pack it in. I need to do that too. I need to go get more Vitalis crystals so I can make sure that I can make my potions. Do I really have nothing in here? When did that happen? That's weird. Usually that's full of stuff. I mean, I'm not mad that I don't need to deal with more crap, but like, that's weird. Okay. So now I can sell these rocks.
Hey there.
Hey there. How you doing? We'll sell these. Apparently we'll sell the dry wood. Did I have enough hardwood? I have enough softwood. I have snow. I have... Sand is glass. Don't sell that. Stone. So. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I just love sun.
I'm sure I missed something, but oh well. Okay, I have how much extra sand right now? I have 138. So we'll make 140 of those. Or use 140 of those. There we go. So how much coal do I have? I have 1,357. Now, how much can I actually store? Is it... I'm not going to do this math in my head. 16 times 99. 1584. Do I want to go get some more coal? Do I actually want to purchase coal? Because I can. And I'm probably going to try and do some cooking in the near future. You know what would be really lovely is getting into the new content without having recipes left over. But I have a love-hate relationship with cooking in this game. I'm just going to buy 200. I'm not going to worry about the exact quantity.
Yeah.
My friends, the trolls, would love you.
I don't need to fly over there. I need to teleport. Teleport! Beam me up, Scotty. I love that this house has leaves come off of it, or petals, or whatever. They just periodically drift off of it. So freaking cute. There's little mushrooms on here, too. Although it does look like it's dying, as opposed to... You know, the mushroom house looks very alive. It's still the 8th floor. We're still going back to the craft room. Because... Did I pick up gems? I did pick up gems. Okay, good for me. Let's go in there. And I want to put these... That's not what I need. I should alphabetize so I can see name type. Okay. Rubies are the first ones. So that is here. And sapphires. And I have emeralds, but... Are the Vitalis crystals over here? Or did we put them under C? We put them under C. And is that this one? Yes. Okay, so I want to put the purified shards in here. What did I put them under? Did I put them under S for shard? I could look at my spreadsheet, but that would be cheating. Okay, I want to put these in here. Emerald. That's you? Yes. All right. Now, go across the hall. This is not a hall. This is a room. Go across the room and drop off the rest of the stuff. Okay. Coal is up here somewhere. All right. Look at that. Bricks, glass. Okay. That's not it. I should look at my spreadsheet when I'm in here though, because this room's a little crazy. It's got a lot of shit in it. Alright, if this is not a box I need... Actually, that is a box I need. Kind of. Do I want to deal with that right now? I don't think so. I'm not gonna. Hardwood is also good. My brain is also getting tired. It was tired earlier because it was Sunday morning, and now it's tired because I've been streaming for 3 hours. I'm just gonna go put that right back where I got it. Because I don't want to deal with making 1 iron ingot. That seems kind of silly. Do I want to go get the rest of the herbs and spices? I don't think I need to right now. Those boxes are not ridiculous at the moment. And I think it'll be fine if I just let it go for now. And I need to go do real life grown-up stuff. That's okay. Let me check my phone and see if parental units have said something about children returning yet. Nope. Okay, good for me. All right, so that means I will have time to do stuff without them before they get home. Yeah, how dark is it out? It's pretty cloudy out. Part of me wants to go outside and just take care of the Halloween decorations, and then part of me wants to go outside, light a fire, take care of the Halloween decorations, and then just sit by a fire. Okay. I'm gonna go drop off this iron ore because I don't want to bother doing it later. But I did get quite a bit of supplies, and I also got some organization stuff done. So although it wasn't like the most thrilling content, I hope, you know, like maybe you were also dealing with your own prep, because sometimes it's nice just to have company going through the monotony. Some of this stuff, because it's a lot, but it's super, super helpful to have a good stockpile of things. I could go get my flowers. I'm not going to do it right now because it's after 3 hours and I need a break anyway. So anyway, I should be here on Thursday unless I feel super hyped on Wednesday, because that's when the expansion pass comes out, in case you don't know, in case you're not also obsessed like me. But I usually don't stream on Wednesdays, even when there is new stuff, because that's usually when things come out for this game, is Wednesdays. And I usually just wait till Thursday. But I may get home from work on Wednesday and be like, I don't give a shit. I feel like a kid, and I want to play this game. But anyway, if not, I will see you guys on Thursday, and I don't think I have any reason to cancel on Sunday. So as far as I can tell, this next week should be a pretty standard week, but we're getting deep into holiday season here soon, so cancellations may be coming through. That'll always be in my Twitch panel and my schedule, or my schedule panel, and I try and like cancel on Twitch so it doesn't show up as like being here. So on the YouTube side of things, I have not gotten in the habit of like posting on my community tab or whatever yet. I really should probably practice that if I start canceling. Maybe this holiday season's a good excuse to maybe build that habit. But anyway, if you are comfortable going over to the Twitch side of things and you find my channel over there, same name, Practical Eccentric, if I cancel, that's where I will put that information, is on my page over there. So anyway, I hope you have a lovely day, night, time, wherever you are, whenever you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye.